by Buchberger. McTavish pushes it up ahead. Ray Bourque back for the Bruins. Steps away from one check, works it to the right side. Peter Johnston at center ice, shoots it wide. Pop waits over on left wing. Brian Pop can't direct it toward the net. Lyndon Byers has been hurt. Here's Edmonton moving in. Buchberger centers one off Vogue. He scoops it up and holds on, but back inside the Edmonton blue line, Lyndon Byers is getting some medical attention.
Has to be his knee, Jakes. It was a collision between Byers and his own guy, Ray Bourque, just outside the blue line. Byers went right up in the air and was hurt immediately. Came all the way down, but Ray Bourque was going up ice. Lyndon Byers came from nowhere. As Bourque moved out of the zone, Lyndon Byers, really, I don't know what he was watching, but he wasn't watching Ray Bourque, and you could see that he went down holding his knee. Byers is still down in the same position that you just saw him in. There he is.
This happening at the 9-minute mark of the first period. Lyndon Byers back in the lineup tonight. They felt that they needed some more muscle, some more strength. We've seen the hitting aspect of the game so well illustrated by these two teams.
You know why that's so scary? That's just about how Bob Beers got hit when he broke his leg against Washington when Tim Berglund hit him. Something very similar, but Lyndon Byers looks as if he's going to make it up on his own. Good for him.
There is no score as we pause now for a regional break. Sports Channel America's coverage of the Stanley Cup Championships will continue after these messages.
They once numbered in the millions. Yet what had been so plentiful, man has made nearly extinct. Behold the last of a vanishing breed. A family sedan for under $11,000. Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. Imagine a roomy, well-equipped four-door sedan for under $11,000. And it's an Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. Hurry, a rare deal like this cannot last forever.
Check the middle of the screen. You'll get a feel for the strength of Cam Neely. He just touched Charlie Huddy, 6'2", 210 pounds. It looked like a touch. It was more than that. Huddy went right down. Gary Galley tried to carry the puck through center. Boom. Right there was hit. And the Bruins have been forced to make a whole mess of good defensive plays already because of plays like this from the Oilers. Good with the dive. Great defensive play on Craig Simpson when he was cutting wide.
And now the teams still scoreless, come to center ice. Carter leading the rush. He's over the line with Carpenter, but Muni comes back. Charlie Huddy, breaking up that play by Carter. Now the Bruins are forced back out to center ice. Ray Bourque giving it to Wesley. Buchberger steps into him with a good hit, and it's Carpenter playing the puck into the Edmonton zone. Both teams trying to make some changes on the fly here. McTavish skirts the hip check thrown by Galley, and the puck goes to Buchberger. Has Klima with a Buchberger, walks in and plays it off the outside of the net. Buchberger trying to jab it in from short range, but the Bruins up with the puck, and back they come. Carpenter over center ice, works on Huddy's side of the ice, then cuts to the left, shoots one, stick save. Carter with a rebound, and is blocked by Ranford. The net comes off as well, and there's no further play.
Well, Bill Ranford has hardly left any rebounds in this series, and the ones that he has left have usually been cleared by his defenseman. This was a rebound play. The one that comes to mind that he left that went in was the 10-second goal. Game 3 when John Bice scored, but the Oilers had a great chance at the other end. Buchberger, after a super play from McTavish in the neutral. Watch how he goes to his backhand here, though. He really took his angle away. If he puts it on his forehand and just shoots it, he at least has a chance for a rebound, and he gives himself some angle. But he went to the backhand in a little too tight. Bobby Carpenter with this shot, kind of a surprise shot. Looked like he was going to pass. Jumped up in the air just when it was coming to Ranford. John Carter took a swing at the rebound, but couldn't put it home.
Our Hitachi shutter camera showing you that action slowed right down. You can see the expression on the face of Carter as he slammed into the goalpost. And Dekinen fails to clear the puck out on the first opportunity. Now the Oilers get it out to center for Kevin Lowe. Dumped it in around the boards. We see Janney over on the far side, but he can't play it away from Anderson. Al Peterson does, putting it on Neely's stick. Pop moves down the left wing. Neely over the line, fires one off the glove of Bill Ranford. We talked about the puck hitting Ranford. How about that? He just stood there, flicks the glove. The Oilers dump it down into the Boston zone. This will be an icing if Peterson gets to it first. Dekinen raced in and touched up. And it maybe didn't get over the goal line anyway. Now the Bruins trying to come out of their own zone. They turn the puck over. Messier's shot is turned aside by Moe. Messier got spilled. Neely takes the man. Janney took the puck, gave it to Hawgood. Left side to Prop. Prop over the line, leaves it for Neely coming late. Neely bumped by Tikkanen, and Messier has it now.
Messier came a long way, Jigs. He was the last guy to leave the Bruins zone. He got knocked down in the corner. I watched him all the way back. He put his head down and just back-checked like crazy.
Now the Bruins come over the Edmonton line. Burridge with a shot that's deflected off the stick and up into the seats. We've seen the goaltending matchup that we'd expected. We're seeing a lot of hitting, but no scoring in Game 5.
The Tour de Light is rolling across America.
Where's Woody?
And they might be coming to your town with lots of instant prizes. If a Miller Lite biker spots you holding a Miller Lite, you could win up to $10,000 and a Raleigh bicycle. So pick up the less filling beer that really tastes great, and you might pick up $10,000 as the Tour de Light races across America.
Take a look at the room the Oilers give Cam Neely, and I'll tell you what, when he crosses the blue line and cranks it, well, Bill Ranford will tell us later, he can shoot him with the best of them in hockey. And we talked about neutral zone space from an Oilers standpoint, because that is a zone that John Muckler's guys really need. They get their movement and their team speed coming through the neutral zone, but you know what, the Bruins put it to good use as well. A guy like Cam Neely, if you don't stand up on him on the blue line, will fire like that all night long. And, you know, Ranford won't be able to stop them all. Neely has too good a shot.
Right now, the Bruins have a line of Bob Sweeney, John Bice, and Randy Burridge out there. Ray Bourque with the point, held it in, giving it to Wesley. Then it back to the net. That's Burridge digging after it, trying to get it away from Rail Ruotsalainen. Bob Sweeney helps out, but now Burridge gets to it. To Bob Sweeney. Lamb on Sweeney. The puck goes toward the corner for Ruotsalainen. Burridge steps into him. So the Oilers reverse things. Lamb playing it back to the net for Steve Smith. Back the other direction. Curry got a whack at it. It hit Bob Sweeney into Burridge. Ruotsalainen rubs him up, but in comes Sweeney on the other side. The puck goes loose once more. Rail Ruotsalainen just flips it out into center ice.
You know, the Bruins should be able to do some good work deep when Lamb and Ruotsalainen are on the ice at the same time. Lamb's a center, so he has to be back in deep. Ruotsalainen is just a little guy, and you saw Bob Sweeney outmuscle him.
And the Oilers forced the Bruins to turn the puck over in the Boston zone, but then couldn't get a shot away. Up comes Bice with a pass to Gould. Gould steps over the line, waits for some teammates to make the change, but they can't get into the play quick enough, and the Oilers dump it down the ice. We have just a little less than 8 minutes to go in the opening period. There is no score at Boston Garden. Lyndon Byers back out there, got it in toward the corner. Johnston can't center. Byers takes the man. Here's Don Sweeney with a shot that just went wide. Comes back to Galley. His drive from the point is blocked. Loose in front. Johnston can't get to it, and up comes Curry. Curry crisscrossing with Jelena as they move over the line. Curry centers. It bounced away from Sweeney, and it's shot wide by Martin Jelena. Graves and Johnston tie up in the corner as Byers clears the zone for the Bruins. Back forward is Randy Gregg. He gives it to Honey. Cross ice, putting it on the stick of Murphy. Murphy down right wing, trying to get away from Johnston at the Boston blue line. Then he's crashed into by Byers. Raines holds the puck, starts in off right wing with a backhander. Moog the save, clears it toward the corner. Back comes Carter. Up to Byers. Touched it through center and on into the Edmonton zone.
If there's any question about Lyndon Byers' knee, forget about it. Two big crunches out there.
Oilers trying to complete a change here. Jelena goes off. Murphy will get a rest now as McTavish is joined by Klima. And the other forward just coming out is Bookberger. Oilers move the puck through center ice. Here's McTavish over the line. Dropped it to Klima. Off right wing, a backhander. Skips up high and is grabbed by Moog, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Good action. Opening period with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the period. Let's check in with John Davidson.
The coin you're looking at is the good luck piece for Edmonton goaltender Bill Ranford. We're sitting in Bill Ranford's stall here as the game is going on out on the ice, the Boston Garden ice. Now, Greg Pilling, an old Eastern League player, gave this to Bill Ranford after the first game of the Winnipeg series this season when Bill Ranford didn't play very well. Since that point, he has. Some other history behind it. Greg Pilling was playing for Charlotte in the Eastern League. He hadn't scored a goal in 17 games. That night he got 3. That year they won the championship. Another piece of history behind it, Wayne Gretzky, last year playing for Los Angeles, was trailing the Oilers 3-1 in games, and after the second period, Greg gave him the coin. They came back and won this series in 7. I'm going to put it right back where I got it because they'll be in shortly.
Now I'll bet if he were able to keep it, JD would be buying lottery tickets with it. McTavish trying to move in off the right wing here. Haga chases him back of the net. Good play by McTavish. Look and turn on Haga, not once but twice, and Steve Smith comes in for the puck. Centered for Klima. He's checked by Carpenter. Carpenter knocked to one knee, is able to move the puck into center ice, and Rutsalainen heads back for Edmonton. Rutsalainen to Steve Smith. Comes up to the line, plays it in, a delayed offside. Edmonton gets the play all straightened out again as Peterson goes rink wide with Hoggood taking it. Can't get it to Neely in time. Here's Messier over the line. Messier moving it on goal is checked. Anderson with a shot. Put that one off the crossbar and up into the seats. 5 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the opening period. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Listen to my nephew. He's gonna be a lawyer like me. He's even gonna look like me.
Oh, really? So does that mean on his first big trial day, the jury's gonna notice his winning smile?
Yeah.
And his great suit.
Yeah.
Oh, his little flakes.
No, dandruff? Me?
Oh, it can happen to perfect people. Here, just use my shampoo.
Head and shoulders. But you don't have dandruff.
I rest my case.
Head and Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Getting set for a face-off in the circle to the left of the Boston goal. You see no score. The shots, Edmonton 8, Boston 6. And we're talking about Wayne Gretzky. Wayne is tuned in to Sports Channel America tonight. He's back home after having been in France at the Cannes Film Festival. I wonder if that coin looked familiar. A lot of history behind that good luck piece as Carpenter and Messier face off, and the puck went right to Moe. Steered toward the corner, and here's Raymond Bourque. Moving it out into the center ice zone, off prop. Randy Gregg goes back. Gregg plays it up the wing. This is Simpson to Anderson. Turned it over. There's Bourque in the center ice zone. Carpenter was leaving as Boston gets Janney, Neely, and Prop out there together. And now we watch the Oilers as they change up. Here's Neely centering. Prop was there. Couldn't get a stick on it. Bourque does. Gets it to the line. Peterson lets one fly. That was blocked at the defense as Randy Gregg went down. Anderson with a pass to Messier. Tried to get it back to Anderson. It hit Peterson, picked up by Neely. Anderson lost his stick trying to check Neely, and the puck ended up only to be cleared out by Muni. Curry has just come out on a change. Trying to drop it back. It was held in by Neely. His pass to Prop, put it in the corner, but Huddy steps in front of Janney. The Oilers control it again. Huddy flips it out through center ice.
Boy, what a great bunch of bench control by John Muckler of the Oilers. The Oilers put Tikkanen out for the faceoff to keep Janney off the ice, but as soon as the faceoff happened, Tikkanen went off the ice, at which point Janney came right back on. It took the Oilers all of 3 seconds to get Simpson back off and Tikkanen back on to stay with Janney, and he's out there now against him.
Now Curry moves in on left wing. Yeah, Tikkanen, Curry, and Lamb. Burridge out now. Janney gets a rest. And we'll watch how quick the Edmonton Oilers make their change. Center ice, Kevin Lowe got knocked down. He put the puck on Gary Galley's stick. Galley trying to get away from Curry, was checked from behind. The Oilers flip it through center. There's Galley without a stick and passing it in his own zone. Back to Wesley. Lamb right on him. Now Simpson moves in. And a chunk of Wesley, and the puck comes outside the line. Weiss, lead pass. Burridge off left wing. Pulls up. Holds it, trying to sort things out here. Fires one that's deflected and covered by Ranford. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. It's still a scoreless first period here at the Boston Garden.
We go above and beyond just like you, above and beyond what we have to do.
I'm a Prudential representative, and I help people review their life insurance needs because I know how much the right life insurance means to me and my family.
You take pride in your life, so do we. Going above and beyond is our policy. The Rock, the Prudential, above and beyond.
Back at the Boston Garden, there'll be a face-off coming deep in the Edmonton zone. Save a moment ago may have been Ranford's most difficult stop thus far. Long shot to a screen here, blocked and cleared aside by Ranford. Something that the Bruins had wanted to do early in this series was set up those screens. They've got a chance here. Now the puck in the center ice zone. Steve Smith dumps it down the boards. Oh, Leaving it for Wesley up the right side. Neely is pinched by Steve Smith, but down the wing comes Janney. Janney over the line, left the puck for Hoggood. He shoots. Ranford makes the save with the blocking glove. It comes back to Neely for a drive, and that hit Graves. Graves all by himself. Into the Boston zone. He's met solidly by Al Peterson's check. Ray Bourque carries the puck through center ice. Bourque fires from the point just wide of Ranford. Steve Smith with it now. He's given it to Asa Tikkanen. Janney goes for a rest. Johnston has come out as Messier, right in front of the Boston bench, got bumped by Peterson. Anderson and Hoggood pushing at one another. The Oilers trying to go to the left side. Honey, well covered by Byers. He's moved it up ahead. Johnson taken into the boards. Hank Johnston able to come off the boards for the pass to Galley. A shot blocked by Ranford, and again they got the screen set up. Here's a drive, this time by Gould, and that's deflected. Ranford comes out to cover it, and play is called. Boston Bruins starting to create some offense. Let's check in with John Davidson.
Thanks, Jigs. With me, the president of the National Hockey League, John A. Ziegler Jr. How are you enjoying this game?
Extraordinary. I mean, the pace is getting me tired. I'm not even out there, John.
The Minnesota sale, it hasn't officially gone through yet. Do you expect it to?
Oh, there's nothing that's come to us that it won't. We're looking forward to it to close.
And what have you enjoyed so far about this year's playoffs?
Well, I think the execution of the players and the old secret, John, you know, goaltending, goaltending, goaltending. It's been outstanding.
It's a great seat. I might stick around. Go ahead, Jigs.
All right, JD. Yeah, a lot of rumors. When you get this much time between games and this many people with typewriters and microphones, there's bound to be something. Reportedly, there's some problem in Minnesota, but you just heard the president say it hadn't come to his attention. And Anderson moves the puck now to Messier. Over the line with it. Messier checked by Don Sweeney. Got it to the point, but not out. There's Greg with a shot off. Mole gets loose and picked up by Don Sweeney. Sweeney leads the rush into the Edmonton zone. Byers got checked. Sweeney right on the puck again. Plays it to Gould. Bob Gould is double teamed. Here's Byers moving in. Turns back on Simpson and puts it on Messier's stick, but Bourque is there to knock it away from him. Byers checked and turned. Simpson into the Boston zone. Around Bourque. Simpson pulls up. Looks for somebody coming late. Can't get the puck to Lamb. It comes back to the point. Another drive as wide as Muni unloaded that time. This is Byers. Shooting it down into the Edmonton zone. Muni goes back, and that'll be an icing call against Boston. Minute and a half remaining in this first period.
Well, the worst-case scenario for the Bruins, for Mike Milbury's guys, would have been falling behind early in this game. They were able to tread water long enough in the early going when the Oilers had the forechecking going, and it's been an even period. I think it will be kind of a moral victory to the Bruins if they get out of this period even tied. They'll still be alive. And you know what it's like when you're down 3-1, Jigs? It's like a two-man marathon race with about 6 miles to go, and you realize you're 3 miles behind with 6 miles to go. What's the incentive to try and catch up? You have to block that out of your mind, because being down 3-1 is like being behind in a marathon, not in a 10K race. It's not like being down 2-1 in a series.
And they can't relax here. They still have a minute and a half, and that last minute of play in any period will be so tough. They're backed into their own zone here after the draw. Wesley has it. Christian goes to the left wing corner. Wesley takes a look at him, plays it up the boards, getting it to Carter. Now to Christian. Over the line with Carpenter, but it's offside. Boston player here on right wing, stepping in just ahead of the puck. Each team has had 10 shots on goal. Some of the foot soldiers in the Boston lineup had to come to the fore tonight. People like Carter, Bob Sweeney, Christian have skated a lot better, been more involved in the play.
And it's been tough for them. You know, Dave Poulin is out of the lineup with the knee, and it's not only the loss of Poulin, but it's the loss of a second line, because Christian and Burridge haven't been as effective without him, and that really takes away a Bruins second line. So all they have is one line that the Oilers are trying to shut down, one producing line, and it's like only having one big hitter where you can pitch around them all the time.
Now the Boston Bruins are forced back. Ray Bourque off the boards. Wesley moves it through center. Kevin Lowe back now. Plays it up the left wing boards, and Bourque steps in front of Lamb, gives it to Wesley. Wesley laid the puck off the boards. Curry is well covered, gets to it now. Up it goes to Lamb, and knocked away by Glenn Wesley. Bourque gave it right back to Wesley, forcing Edmonton to chase it. Carter and Christian go into forecheck. Lowe pulls up quickly, steps out in front of the net. Able to make the pass to Curry. Kevin Lowe gambling. But he's done it so many times and succeeded so many times. Galley dumps the puck in. Rutsalainen goes back. Rail Ritsalainen to Mark Messier. Got bumped by Neely. Loose puck. The Bruins can't control it. Curry took a swipe at it and missed. Carter tying up Curry. The puck comes outside the Edmonton zone. Neely gave it to Galley. Right back to Neely. Steps over the line. Checked by Curry. Loose puck is taken now by Simpson. And that's going to do it for the opening period. Well played period. Some heavy hitting. Some outstanding goaltending.
If there's an edge in this game so far, it's a slight one. I don't know who it's to, but I'll guarantee you one thing. Neither of these teams is going to walk away with this game. It'll be tight right to the end.
First period that you'd like to, I think, John Davidson.
I sure did, Jigs. I thought it was a great period. One thing to keep in mind for the hockey fans is this possibly could be Jari Kurri's last game as an Edmonton Oiler. There's talk that he may go to Middle Europe and play next year. Remember, too, he's Finnish. Next year, the World Championships are in Finland. Finland has never won a medal in the World Championships, and he's hinting of going in that direction. Jigs?
All right, J.D., first things first, though, would be to put his name in another Stanley Cup. We're at the end of the first period here at the Boston Garden. There is no score. Shots were even, just like the game.